I got a problem with that. I have a real problem with that. And I'm getting mad aggressive with y'all. I'm sorry. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry. I was all in y'all nostrils and stuff. My bad. I just feel very passionate about what I'm saying right now. I hope everything Nathan Shelly eat is like a rice cake. I hope every pair of pants he try on, the crotch be too short and his balls be cupped up tight. That's what I hope. It might be all that you get. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to Watch With Me LB, where we give you fun, who is we? It's me. Where I give you fun, fresh, and funny recaps, rants, and reviews on my favorite movies and TV shows with a specific focus on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, since that's my favorite thing to watch. Season 2 Ted Lasso, season 2 is already over. It seemed like it started like 4 days ago. I don't know what happened. It just went so fast. Love the last episode of the season. Gonna recap that and then recap the season as a whole. I'm just gonna get into it right away, straight up. It ain't no pleasantry. Let me tell you something. Let me see Nate on the street. I have so much Nate hate right now that I can hardly contain myself. 2 snaps and a twist for Nick Muhammad. Okay, Nick Muhammad is the actor that plays Nathan Shelly on Ted Lasso. He did a fantastic job because I really feel like I'm having difficulty separating his face from the character. Nate, this season, and because I love the show so much, I have watched it from beginning to end about 7,500 times. I can't stop watching it. And through character development on the show, I really enjoy watching, trying to get some information about who Nate was and what his background is and where he comes from. We get to meet his mom and dad. His dad is trash. The daddy, in regards to Nate, is very cruel and very mean and ignoring him and his accomplishments, right? And so I think that, like, bigger picture, that Nate's response to Ted this season was all the things that he wants to say to his daddy. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck, because there's no way that a grown man thinks that another grown man owes him anything. Okay, the reason why Nate is not the kid man right now is because Ted was like, listen, shit, you know more than I know. Let's come on over here and get on this team, baby, because we got to win. Let's get down on the get down. Community, collaboration, if you will. And they were picking on him in the first season, his ass in the dirty clothes bin, and, like, you know, just generally being disrespectful and dismissive toward him, until Ted and Beard came along and was like, listen, nah, you're a part of the Diamond Dogs, okay? If you're in that's like a gang, okay? It's certain stuff you just do not do, sir. And I'm getting mad aggressive with y'all. I'm sorry. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry. I was all in y'all nostrils and stuff. My bad. I just feel very passionate about what I'm saying right now. This season, we kind of see Nate kind of trying to build his confidence. We see him trying to learn how to be a servant. All throughout our time knowing him on the show, he is the exact opposite of that. And everybody in that organization has helped him. Becca knows who he is. They've had interactions. She taught him how to be brave and doing the like the little shrieking thing that she does. Gave him great advice. Keely is always there for him as a sounding board. He's a part of the Diamond Dogs, okay? Ted bought him a suit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no goddamn suit. And Ted was like, listen, go ahead and wear this. It was mad tight. It didn't fit well. He didn't look good in it. But Ted let him have it, okay? I'd have been like, listen, bro, let's take it out a little bit. Maybe not button the button slide, okay? They making him a part of the crew. He's got a place of position and influence on the team. They made him a part of the family. And what does he do? I just felt so angry about that. I really did. He wants Ted to give him what is not his responsibility to give. Slowly but surely, he starts smelling himself, right? He's talking about, don't you ever want to be the boss? Okay, cool. That's great. That shows that you want to have more influence than you currently have. However, you was just the kid man on your W-2. It probably still say kid man on it. I don't know if they have W-2s in the UK. I don't know what they call it. But on your tax information, pay your dues first, Nathan Shelly. Pay your dues, buddy. Now, what I did notice about Nate also this season was that my guy started off with jet black hair. Okay, and by the time the season ended, okay, my guy had a full head of white hair. Okay, so I was like, the trash in you, Nathan Shelly, was seeping out through your hair follicles, and it made your hair turn green. Yeah, what's a male witch? A warlock? Let's calm down. Just calm down. Take a little breath. Where your water at? Get you some water. Just take a little sip of water. You know what I'm saying? Because you seem to be just perturbed, L. Okay. All right, I'm all right. Everything is fine. I'm good. Let's move on. Love the addition of Dr. Sharon this season, played by Sarah Niles. She is so pretty to me. Let me tell you something. Sarah Niles' cheekbones is unmatched, baby. You're not gonna find you a better set of cheekbones. She is so pretty, and she was so on time for the show. Came in because Danny killed that damn dog, bless his soul. Rest in peace to Earl, the mascot for the for the team. Stayed because the other players were self-aware enough to know, listen, I got some shit going on. I got to get it off my chest. And there's a lady over here in the office. Okay, cool, I'm gonna go see her. The person in the show that obviously needed to see her the most was Ted, and he was like, oh, I ain't about to do that shit. What I loved about her initially was that she wasn't won over by Ted's little do-tell Ricky Bell charm that he displays for everybody. She saw right through that shit. I love that because that's real. Like, nobody is that way all the time. You know, throughout the season, we learn that, you know, Ted has had some real trauma in his life. His father committed suicide when he was 16 years old, and Ted was the one to find him. And that was just it. He never communicated with any professionals about that. He just kind of moved on and kind of harbored that on the inside of him. So obviously we saw the episode with he and Rebecca playing darts against Rupert in the pub, that people have underestimated him all his life. And people kind of overlooked him, and they never thought twice about him, which is why I had real difficulty with the way Nate treated him, because they have a lot in common. People underestimated Nate too, but Nate know what he's talking about on that pitch. Now, he knows the game of soccer, but because of his personality and his disposition, people ignore him. And the same happened for Ted. People always ignored him and underestimated him, and they never asked him anything. They don't know anything about Ted, and so he was able to surprise a lot of people and get into a lot of situations that benefited him. But no talk therapy, child. Don't have anywhere for that to go. Your body is going to express it in some way. And a lot of times for a lot of people, that comes out in the form of a panic attack. And so when Dr. Sharon comes, it's like a breath of fresh air for me as a former social worker to see that, okay, cool, we getting ready to tackle this mental health thing, because that's a real thing. And a lot of people don't talk about it enough. So Dr. Sharon was perfect, a perfect addition to the season. To your girl. Love you, Sarah Niles. Your cheekbones off the chain, sis. This season, we also got to see the return of Jamie Tart. He went and did a reality show. He did all kind of stuff that had nothing to do with what his talents were, what his God-given gift was. And he was lost. And he knew that Ted Lasso really cared about him. And he saw what Ted was trying to build at AFC Richmond and wanted to go back. And Ted was like, nah, son. Changed his mind eventually when he thought about the fact that, you know, he is that way because he was taught to be that way. It's like a defense mechanism, and that's not who he really is. And Ted felt that he could use his magic on Jamie, not his magic, but, you know, do his thing with Jamie, and that the team needed Jamie and Jamie needed the team. So he brought him on back in. And I really appreciated the fact that Jamie was like, listen, I'm trying to do better. I'm not gonna come in here and act an ass. I'm gonna earn my spot back on the team. And so when Sam had like a conflict of interest with a sponsor for the team, Jamie was the first one to step up and be like, listen, I got you, bro. If that's what you're doing, I'm going to support you. You my teammate. You a good dude. And I know this is important to you, so I'm going to do it too. Really love that. Love seeing him grow and mature, because Jamie was like a 10-year-old child. Like, I could just whip him. I could put him over my knee and just whip him. He need a whipping. And so I enjoyed the interaction between he and Roy, because Roy is definitely going to be like his daddy brother. You know what I mean? Roy hated Jamie in season 1 and hated him pretty much through the whole second season as well. But when Jamie's dad came in and embarrassed him after they suffered a really big loss, Roy was the first one to step up for Jamie and support him. And it was a really, really sweet scene. Love seeing this two guys who are super ultra masculine in different ways, or what they think masculine is, in different ways, express themselves and express support for each other in like physical contact with each other, and not like a sportsman slap you on your ass, kick you in your balls kind of way. That was really, really great to see, especially from them two, because they're a hot ass mess, Roy and Jamie together. But then he expressed his feelings to Keely as well, telling her that he still loves her. And I think Keely still kind of loves Jamie too. I ain't gonna hold you. She loves Roy. I think she's in love with Roy and wants to be with Roy. But I also think that she still loves Jamie, because if you go back to that episode where Jamie put his Richmond jersey on and went back to the field, and everybody was like, oh shit, and it was looking, she was like, yeah, you look good, bro. Looking at him, and Rebecca saw it, because your best friend, she picked up on that. She clocked that real quick. So I thought that was interesting. I feel like they're gonna pick that up in season 3. Hopefully they pick it up in season 3. My top 3 favorite episode of this season was the episode with Tassel. I need you to understand the side-splitting laughter that came just from them like 2 or 3 minutes with Tassel. I cackled. Do you hear me? Tassel is an alter ego for Ted Lasso. So while Ted Lasso is optimistic and encouraging and supportive, Tassel is like Bobby Knight from Kansas with a visor on in soccer. Listen, when he told the players to touch each other's toes, and I just, those are your feet fingers. I'm telling you, I'm too goofy for stuff like that to slide on me. I could not stop laughing. A really, really fun episode that I was confused about at first when I was watching it, and it wasn't until the end till I was like, oh, okay. It was the Beard After Hours episode. It was so fun. I was like, God damn, this is like clickbait in Ted Lasso, in that he was having a badass time. Just sent him all across London, just getting his ass kicked. He was upset about Jane. I hate Beard and Jane together. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think they right for each other. Jane is Beard's girlfriend. It seems like they have a lot in common, but it also seems that she is very either controlling or manipulative or something. Something, I don't know, because we don't really get to see Jane. We don't really meet her like talking about it. But what I have seen, I don't like. That's who he chooses to be with. He loves her. She says she love him, child. I don't know. But he is trying to get back to her. His phone is dead, and he ends up going to this church to pray because he just had a really shitty night. And he's like, listen, guy, what the hell is going on? Like, I don't mean to bother you, but I mean, come on, man. What's really good? And it ends up being a club on the other side of the wall where Jane just so happens to be, and we see Beard cut a rug. You hear me? He's giving me rave. He's giving me hula hoop. He's giving me strobe light. Beard is actually not a bad dancer. Okay, Beard, I see you, but I really have come to like Beard. I really didn't pay attention to him. Like, he gave me laughs, and I felt like he is what Ted needs to be successful, because Ted don't know shit about what he's doing. Beard does, however. Beard knows shit about a lot of shit. Beard be paying attention. He is ear hustling, okay? He is gonna put that shit to memory just in case. And also, how many goddamn activities has Beard been a part of? My guy was a lumberjack championship, baby. Like, whenever he said baby, like, he did something spectacular that you wouldn't expect that he just did. Like, I will say this. Beard clocked Nate before anybody clocked Nate. Me and Beard clocked him at the same time. Okay, so at the end of this season, Beard was getting ready to jump across the table on Nate, which is what somebody should have did. I hope that Nathan Shelly has a incessant, non-stop nagging headache. I hope that Nathan Shelly has perpetual hangnails on everything. I hope that he has vertigo. I hope that Nathan Shelly, one of his feet grows 4 to 5 inches and then the other one doesn't. I want one of his legs to grow 3 to 4 inches and the other one doesn't. So he just all fucked up.
I want him to fail.
What I want. I don't want him to have a happy ending. I don't want Ted to forgive him. I want Ted to cuss him out and kick him out. Here's hoping season 3. We get to see Rebecca and Sam together. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like them two together, but they seem to be happy together. Nah, I'm not understanding why. Now, let me say this. Rebecca fine as hell now. Rebecca could get it. Okay, Rebecca be coming with them dresses on. Hannah Whittingham is playing the shit out of Rebecca. Do you hear me? Back to the moral of the story is that I don't like them together. Love seeing Sam get like his shine. This very, very sweet and smart and funny and kind and like a really good teammate and a really good soccer player. Fact that he has the most beautiful smile does not hurt. My guy's smile just makes like flowers grow or something. I don't know. Like, he has a beautiful smile. But again, I don't like them together. The team is rolling. They winning games. They're getting ready to go to like a semifinal thing, like a big game. And an article that was gonna hit the press by Trent Krim, who has been in the show since season 1. He's a reporter. He's getting ready to drop, and it covers Ted having a panic attack, which he told the press was a stomach thing, right? And an anonymous source gave him a tip about him having a panic attack, and Trent ran with it and printed the story because he's a journalist. He was like, listen, I respect you. I just wanted you to know that this is about to hit the streets. It's coming out tomorrow. I had to write it because that's my duty as a reporter, but because I like you and I fuck with you like that, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you it was your boy Nate that told me what the deal was. When I saw that text message come up on that screen, the perspiration came in my T-zone. I just couldn't believe that. Now, as much as I love Ted, as much as I enjoy what he does for that team, because again, he's not a coach. He's like he's like the glue. When Nate told Trent about the panic attack and Ted saw that, I got super upset because I automatically knew Ted wasn't gonna do anything about that. So Ted is amazing. He could probably even get it, but he is still a man at the end of the day, and he's flawed. And so when Beard was like, you know what's going on with Nate, he's not going to apologize to you on his own. And Ted really wants him to come clean and say, yeah, this is what I did. I'm sorry. So that Nate can maybe be forgiven, I guess. I'm not sure how you go back from that, but that pissed me off. Nate telling it and then Ted not doing nothing about it. That pissed me off. I can't even hold you. I don't like that shit. And it's like you allowing people to do things to you, hey Lasso, and I don't want people to play with you like that. Going to the finale, and the showdown comes. Nate and Ted are talking, and Nate is telling Ted that he paid him so much attention and he brought him out of the shadows and he like gave him so much confidence, and that Ted abandoned him. It was at halftime, and they go and the play works. They get a draw, which is good, so they can go, do their thing, right? So when the game is over and everybody's celebrating, Nate is pissed about it. He like storms off with his little small legs and shit, walking all fast with his hands in his pocket like he's mad. Fool, for what? So he goes back to the locker room and he takes the believe sign that has been in the show, taped up on the wall, all ghetto and crooked, that the team has come to really take as a mantra. Nate raggedy ass took it down, ripped it up, and put it on Ted's desk because that was so despicable. It just really, really made me upset, which is a hand clap to Jason Sudeikis and the writers in the writers room, because when I tell you they wrote the shit out of that character in that scene, because I hope everything Nathan Shelly eat is like a rice cake. I hope every pair of pants he try on, the crotch be too short and his balls be cupped up tight. That's what I hope. Roy and Keely were great this season. Okay, I love Roy and Keely together. Roy was having a tough time after he retired from soccer. And Keely has always been super supportive of people that she cares about. Like, that's just who she is as a person. And so for her old man, she was trying to like hook him up. So she encouraged him to be a pundit on a soccer, post-game, pre-game kind of show. And he did great, because if one thing Roy gonna do is he gonna tell you what time it is. He's gonna cuss while he doing it. But he was approached by Ted to be a coach was a fantastic idea, but he wasn't really feeling it at first. And Keely, I thought in this season, was really coming into her own as a woman. For me, I felt like the last 2 episodes were my favorite episodes for Keely, because in season 1 she was Jamie's girlfriend and she was like a little ditzy, model spokesperson kind of thing, and she's smart. Like, she proved the entire season 1 and 2 that she's very smart and confident. She knows what she knows. She's encouraging, she's loving, she's kind, but she knows what the hell she's talking about. Episode 11 of season 2, we see that she is being featured in Vanity Fair magazine as like a businesswoman on a rise or something like that. And they wanted to do a photo shoot with her, and then they wanted some shots with her and Roy. And so she was talking to Roy during the shoot, and they had kind of like a heart-to-heart and kind of were confessing things to each other that they maybe were kind of holding on to. And I love that scene. It was so beautifully shot and so well acted by Brett Goldstein and Juno Temple. I felt like I shouldn't have been watching it. Like, I felt like it was like an intimate moment. I was like, y'all want me to leave? Like, Roy confessed to Keely that he had spent 3 hours with Phoebe's teacher, and when Phoebe's teacher was like, hey, are you married? He was like, no. He didn't say no, but I have a girlfriend. And I think that was important for her to take note of too, because in season 2, and when the Vanity Fair article released, they didn't use any of the pictures of Roy. And I think she saw herself as a woman on a rise. She doesn't want to be Jamie's ex-girlfriend and Roy's girlfriend. She doesn't want to be a footballer's girlfriend. She wants to be a woman on a rise. She want to do her thing, that she can be a boss. And I think she wants to be a boss. And so I think it kind of freaked Roy out when he wasn't included in her Vanity Fair spread, and so he bought a 6-week vacation to some island that I'm too broke to go to, child, that they will go on, and it was like a, yeah, let's do this together before you start working, because she was giving her own PR firm by the people that pay for that sponsor the team and that have this app that she was working to promote. And Keely was like, well, I can't go. Like, she told Roy to go on a vacation by himself. And Roy was like, are we breaking up? And then she was like, no. But I think that they both are at like a crossroads, because maybe Roy is feeling some kind of way about their relationship, and maybe Keely is as well. Like, maybe she's like, listen, I want to be with you. I want to focus on me too. And so how is that going to work? Season 3 with those two are going to be really good. I love to see them together. Roy and Keely can be really or coy. Keely and Roy, either one. I'm not mad at either one of them. I just want to say that now that I've seen Ted Lasso season 1 and 2 7,500 times at least, I'm now fully obsessed with Jason Sudeikis. I watched buku hours of footage of him on YouTube. I watch buku of his movies. Like, I'm like fully entrenched up in there. Overall, love the season. Fantastic writing. So many laughs, really emotional, really well thought out, really fun and funny and heartwarming moments. I just want to see Ted Lasso say something. Ooh, man, the stress of it all. Hey, where's Dr. Sharon, Jesus? I might need to book a session. You understand? I'm hoping that they do not end it with season 3. Jason Sudeikis and the writers have said that they only planned it to go for season 3. Now, I have also heard that my guy Jason is getting $1 million an episode going into season 3 now. If that's me, I'm milking that shit. I have 75 seasons of Ted Lasso. My children know the theme song. Like, I'll catch them like singing the theme song like just randomly. Yeah, might be all that you get. All right, y'all. Those are my thoughts on season 2 of Ted Lasso and the season finale of season 2. If you haven't seen it, check it out on Apple TV. Well, thank you for watching this video. I will see y'all next time. Thank you.